As you can see from the title, man, this is just fucking disrespect. Who in the hell do you think ranks ahead of this man so greatly that he should be this far down your fucking list? What's up, it's your boy Cintron. Come back at you another analysis and maybe some news. Yeah, some news today video. And I kid you not, that's my real name. Chris Sims doesn't think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. He's been talking sideways about Jalen Hurts for quite some time now. And dude needs to have several seats. Even after proverbially have to put his foot in his mouth, he still won't shut up. And he still won't give our guy his due credit. So now let's take a look at this clown and his opinions, man. Because they are just far reaches. And it just shows that, you know, it makes sense that he was such a mediocre quarterback in the league. In his annual ranking of the NFL's best quarterbacks, NBC Sports, Chris Sims has Jalen Hurts ranked outside of his top 5. How? How, Sway? How? All right, man. I can get this. Sims didn't rank Jalen Hurts as a top 40 quarterback entering the 2021 season. Okay, you didn't know what what you were expecting. I could get that because he didn't, he was a rookie taking over for Carson Wentz. Had flashed in 4 games in the season. That's so short of a sample size to evaluate. After 2021 season, he drove them to the playoffs. Even if it was if you want to say in a gimmicky way, the results are everything in the league. For the most part, doesn't matter how you get it done. It's about getting it done. And nobody expected us. Nobody had expectations of us going to the playoffs. We somehow made it work. Yes, it was in a run-heavy offense, and he didn't look like the most advanced, evolved quarterback in the offense. But give credit where credit is due. Where did the stats have him ranked as? Ask his peers. Where did they, rank him as? And congregate that, and then aggregate your rankings. But he was going straight off his feeling, and he's at heart a New York Giant. I think he did play for them. I know definitely his father played for them, Phil Sims, and he played for Tampa Bay though, and he wasn't a bad quarterback, but he just didn't have the requisite talent. He was hindered. He had a ceiling, and we all knew what it was, and he capped out of that. And no disrespect on that, but his takes really showed that he didn't have an elite, mindset or elite way of evaluating the game and seeing the game. So not like a Peyton Manning or he's not even the level of Eli Manning or Tom Brady. So 2022, for the season, he ranks Hurts as 25th. Okay, sure. You still doubting him. You rank him as in the bottom half of quarterbacks, not even in middle grade quarterback. And I can get that. Like I said, you didn't give credence to his previous season. Then you double down during the 2022 season when after week 8, you gotta admit he was great. Yes, that's bars. You were just hating at this point. He famously took flack, and he was like, his feathers were so ruffled, pun intended, that he was asking people to he was cursing people out, or he was very combatively coming at people like, well, this is my take, and you disagree with it, you don't like it, Q, and you're uneducated. What do you know? You're just a stupid, simple fan, bruh. The record reflects. The stats reflect. His peers reflect. Pundits, experts, all fly against your analysis. But yet you want to stand tall on this is the hill you want to down? What eyes are you evaluating the game with? Through what lens are you seeing things through? It's obviously a personal one. And that takes away from your credibility. But like I said, dude is just no way he's more valuable than Patrick, Josh, Joe to his team. And when he said that, Gardner Minshew, he's like, it seems to still be damn good. We fell flat on our faces. Prove you vastly otherwise. And then you still had the unmitigated gall to stand there and proudly pound the table for your opinion. You look like a fool. You look dumb, unintelligible, and just, made of, nothing but a ball of pride. So, he ranks Jalen Hurts 7th. And let's take a look at this dude's list, man. And let's just tear it to shreds, because it reeks of mediocrity. Like I said, similar to what you expect of a quarterback of his ilk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, not there, but we can assume that it's Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, and I'm missing somebody that he has up there, but Joe Burrow. I'll give you Mahomes, Burrow, and Allen. Allen is debatable because he didn't rise to the occasion when needed, and he folded in that game, the playoff game, in the divisional round. But Herbert, what has he done? What the fuck has he done in the league over Jalen Hurts? I mean, it's insane, man. You're just purely going off of your feelings. And I'm not saying Justin Herbert isn't a top 10 quarterback. I believe him to be so. But he's got to take that next step. Joe Burrow, last year, he played excellently. They should have won that game, which is why I would put Hurts over him. Mahomes won the champ. Need to say nothing more on that. Josh Allen, like I said, he has a great receiver, and Diggs, and debatable that with his receivers, you can say Gabe didn't show up for him last year. Gabriel didn't show up for him, and but I still think he should be able to make it happen. That being said, I mean, like I said, that's debatable. Lamar Jackson, where has he gone? And the best ability is availability. He wasn't there for his team last year when they needed him. Trevor Lawrence, he didn't flame out, but when they had Mahomes compromised, he didn't put the team on his back and drive the team to win that game. Should have been a winnable game after Mahomes became compromised heavily. Aaron Rodgers, going to a new team, we don't know. He is 38 years old. And like I said, this league is what have you done for me lately? And granted, he had a lot of young pups around him last year. Like I said, it's not so much debatable, but it's wishful thinking. Deshaun Watson, what the fuck did he do last season? Nothing. He was mediocre, and it's projecting at this point, at best. And the weapons he has around him, don't expect him to have a banner year this year. Matthew Stafford was hurt last year, so he doesn't get to babysit a top 10 ranking in the standings. There are other guys chomping at the bit. Daniel Jones, we pretty much seen the best ball that he can play around. We can guesstimate he'll be trying to knock down the door on the top 10. I don't think he'll ever get there. But top 15 quarterback, I'll give you that. But he's not better than the guys below. And what are you basing this on? Is this encapsulated into one season? Because you can't go off of someone's career. We have to go off of the 2022 tape. And you could say a little bit leading into 2022 with 2021. But it's very, it dings your credibility, your professionalism a bit. You're exposing yourself in these rankings because you're not going off of where people should be rated. You're going off of where you have them. When, like I said, most of the league is evaluating talent on the basis, I feel like this guy is this good. No, this is what he is. Like Kirk Cousins, he choked last year. There's no way in hell he should be at number 12. Dak Prescott, maybe you can put him there, keep him there, but he led the league, even missing 4 or 5 games, with 15 interceptions last year. Russell Wilson, this This nigga burnt the whole damn casserole. He couldn't cook last year. He couldn't prepare cereal. Like, it was that fucking bad. Ain't no, like, you put him under his ex-protege, Geno Smith, you put him over him? Ain't no way in hell. Geno Smith had a, if not top 10 season last year, which I believe you could say that, at the very least, borderline top 10. You can put him at 11, 12, 13, somewhere in that ranking. In that tier. But what the fuck are you? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Ryan Tannehill, what the hell did he show us last year? He was trash. Jared Goff should be further up this list. From, like, this is where I can tell he's got something against some of these guys, or his eye for talent is trash. His eye for evaluating talent is trash. Like, Derek Carr, middling season. You're projecting him, compared in this New Orleans offense. Yeah, he should be the best offense there, but what the hell has he shown us over the past couple of years? I mean, he's middling. He had a supreme talent, a better receiver than he's going to get in New Orleans last year, and he still could not get it done. He couldn't push a team to excellence. And yeah, he couldn't carry the defense, all that stuff, but other teams' quarterbacks find a way. Kyler Murray, the guy who's busy doing this over putting his head into a goddamn playbook. Get the fuck out of here, man. Mac Jones. I mean, maybe this is apropos that he's where he is. He should be further down this list. Immature motherfucker who loves to pop off of his mouth and, can't produce. Even given, Bill O'Brien was his old coordinator last year. Tua should be further up this list from what he showed us last year. If you're projecting. Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe. Justin Fields, maybe higher. Baker fucking Mayfield over Brock Purdy? Nah. I mean, then some of the other ones. Gardner Minshew over Anthony Richardson? What? He's getting off the bus better than this kid. And I'm just saying, if you're going to, like I said, if we're projecting, the kid's going to get better. He already has the physical tools that, even if he breaks down, he's not going to be throwing dirt balls, reminiscent of Donovan McNabb, turf burners, throwing those into the ground like he did last year, trying to scramble away from pressure when you have no wheels, son. You run out like a 4.8. And then him over CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, getting off the bus, like I said. Them, as soon as their name was called, their card was turned in. They were better than Gardner Minshew. And that's no knocking against Gardner Minshew. He's a good game manager. And given if he put him in an excellent offense, and this O-line is not gonna be able to block for him for extended periods of time, he's gonna fall apart. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know what else to say, but this list is all disconjointed. Chris Sims, you are a douche for this list. Makes no sense. I mean, you have a job, so I mean, you're trolling though. You're trolling. I mean, there's no way you should be professionally employed with this opinion. I know litany of guys who do better that are YouTube stars or YouTube sports analysts, amateurs that could do your job better. So, we'll get into one bit of news and then we'll get the fuck out of here, man. This clown. What's going on? In other Philadelphia-related news, former Eagle LaShawn McCoy, our star running back, is a candidate to be Skip Bayless's next undisputed co-host. So he could replace Shannon Sharp. I'm actually releasing a video about him today in the comedy realm, so my other channel. Cintron laughs. Not that you care, because you're not even here right now. But they're pitting him. It would pit him against, or put him across, I should say, Skip Bayless, because Skip is a famous cowboy homer. You know, he loves the Cowboys. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, they stink, as Philly 500 would say. But him being a Philadelphia icon, and you know, he's a proud homer. He doesn't try to hide it. You know, especially in the past calendar year and a half, 2 years, we've had such great success. He's been, you know, singing our praises, and he'll go head to head with Skip on that. But this man can't show, like, if Shannon Sharp is, you know, he's such a man of decorum and restraint. I mean, the John Morant, you know, saga aside, you know, for the most part, he, you know, he handles his own. He's very, you know, professional. But if you have him, he's the biggest guy, and he bites his tongue, holds his tongue, and tries to steal himself in front of Skip. You got a mouthy cannon like LaShawn, and he's a former Eagle. He's gonna be sitting across from Skip. I can see that going downhill, going wrong, going left real quick. So it's very explosive. But I mean, it could be a career-defining job for LaShawn. But man, how long until he hits the hole real hard and gives Stiff the hard stiff arm? Because man, he's run off every other co-host. Joy, Jenny, now Shannon. Who's next? I mean, I would say get some other unknown that will be able to tolerate Skip. Has potential for greatness. Acho, he ain't gonna accept that. He don't want to go there. So we'll see. But anyways, this is the end of today's video. It's kind of like related to Philadelphia, but sports news, but technically in another round. But anyways, you're not even watching though. It's all good, like I said before, because I love doing these videos, even though nobody watches. Anyways, as always, it's Fly Eagles Fly, and let's motherfucking go. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.